Assalamualaikum. Today, I and my friend will present our speech review assignment. My name is Muhammad FATHUDDIN bin Sawapi. My ID is KNJ2002100049. I'm from section 1 AB 101. My friend name is Muhammad Zailiazim bin Muhammad Zamri. His ID is KNJ2002100357. Today we will present two speech review. First is I see something. Second speech is the emotion behind your money habits. I will start for speech 1. I see something about the speaker. The speaker name is Dhananjaya J. Hettiarachchi. He was born in Colombo, Sri Lanka. He educated at S. Thomas College, MT Lavinia, and later gained a bachelor's degree with a double major in marketing and management, an MBA and an MSc in HRD and performance management. He is a chartered marketer. He developed a career as a HR trainer and gained a reputation as a speaker. In 2014, he won the World Champion of Public Speaking conducted by Toastmaster International. Dhananjaya is a leading expert in influence, leadership, communication, and peak performance. He worked with leaders and professionals as an executive coach to convert their vision into powerful message and influence strategies that inspire performance. Okay, my friend will continue for speech 2 about the speaker.
Speech 2. The emotion behind your money habits. About the speaker. His name is Robert A. Bailey. He is transformational speaker, mentor, and ACCA qualified accountant. The managing director of Swim Consultancy. He helps people who feel stuck in their career or life journey to break away from the norm and find new paths that reveal their true value. He has shared his secret of creative success at his numerous speaking engagements as well as non-Antigua and Barbuda's ABS TV and radio, Kenya's NTV and KUTV. He also spent much of his he also spent much of his time monitoring and guiding men of all age to have a strong positive impact on their families and society as a whole. Robert is a winner of 2019 Advocate of the Year Award and the 2020 Brand Advocate by the ACCA of his work assisting other accountants embrace their creativity and reach new growth potential. Next.
Speaker objective. Speech 1. I see something. The speaker objective is to persuade that anyone has the potential to be great. Second objective is the speaker is the right person to convey this topic because he used to be broken and he has the experience of failing in life and rising again in his life.
Speaker objective for speech 2. To tell a deeper story than just a strategy of saving and generating money. He shares how taking stock of your transaction history can unlock surprisingly valuable insight about what drives you to spend and save, and provide practical tips on how to perform an emotional audit of your expenses. He is accountant with a numbers problem and also concerned with the full story behind those numbers. Next slide.
The audience and context for the speech. Speech 1. I see something. The speech was delivered in a large hall on September 23, 2014 in a public speaking Toastmaster International contest. The audience are not shown in the video, but from the laughter of the audience, it can be assumed that there is a fairly large number of audience. Speech 2.
The audience and context for the speech 2. He presented in a video on the TED.com website in May 2021 in the TED Global Idea Search 2021 segment. The video has received 1,345,558 total views. Next slide.
Before the speech 1, I see something. When the MC calls the speaker name and mention the topic of the speech, the speaker walk up onto the stage confidently and energetically with a smile in his face, and he shook hands with the MC. So this is the clip evidence for the moment.
Dhananjaya Hediarachi, I see something. I see something. Dhananjaya Hediarachi.
Speech 2.
Speech 2. He wore simple and neat clothes in delivering his story. The background video and props used are very interesting and suitable with the title of the video. This is the picture. Next slide.
Speech opening. Speech 1. I see something. The speech opening was made very interestingly because the speaker starts with showing a rose for assembling. The speaker reminds the audience how unique they are by relating the flower that he was holding with the topic of the speech. So this is the video that he assembling by showing a rose.
You and I are not very different from this flower. Just like this flower is unique, you are unique. All of us has something special that makes us as beautiful.
Speech 2. At the beginning of the speech, the speaker introduced about his work and told the intention of making this video. It's meant to hook viewers because with his talk, viewers may feel dizziness with his job. The speaker explained about his work with detail and confidently with smiling. This is the video.
I'm an accountant with a numbers problem. I mean, I'm good with numbers and using them to report what's happening, but I'm also concerned with the full story behind those numbers, the part that gets lost in translation, the part that numbers can't quite tell, the story that goes deeper than mere strategies for saving and earning money.
I was 17 years.
Speech body. For speech 1, I see something. The speaker arranged the body of his speech in chronology of time by starting when he was a lost teenager until he becomes a motivated adult. The speaker tells a story that he found a girl up. Until then, he realized that he could speak and loved speaking. For first video, it's evident for first point. Please play the first video.
I was 17 years old. I was 17 years old.
So
I had already flunked high
is
school
for
and managed to get myself arrested. Now, you can find that something. And ladies and gentlemen, I discovered I could speak, and I love speaking. And that led me to become a teacher. I know what it's like to not have enough.
Okay, speech 2.
Speech 2. The speaker calmly controls the body, making the viewer comfortable, and the narration presented is interesting, accurate, and logical based on the title. The storytelling is calmly thrown about the obsession about chocolate and easy to understand. Play the video.
Let me explain. It all started when someone told me, "You're obsessed with chocolate." And I was like, "What? No, I'm not." But then I wondered, could I be in denial about my own obsession? Was I actually spending a lot of money on chocolate but blind to it? Well, here was a chance for me to test this theory.
Next slide.
You can find that if you
There's
have
so
Speech conclusion. Speech 1, I see something. There is a word of encouragement, which is how broken you became, they can piece you back together. So this is the clip that have a word of encouragement.
if you have great people in your life, no matter how broke, how lost, or how broken you become, they can piece you back together. Ladies and gentlemen, when I look at you, I see something.
There's so much that we can learn about.
Speech 2.
Speech 2. This is motivating verse for us that is there's so much that we can learn about ourselves if we take the time to look. And sometimes our money knows us better than we know ourselves. We can play the video.
If you have
There's
great
so much
people
that
in
we
your
can
life,
learn about ourselves. There's so much that we can learn about ourselves if we take the time to look. And sometimes our money knows us better than we know ourselves.
Next slide.
Delivery skill and technique. Speech 1, I see something. The interaction between the speaker and the audience is good because the speaker always makes some jokes.
So
This is
I
the
started to
video
pay
that-
close
this is
attention to
one
the
of the video that the speaker make a jokes.
and that was my mama. Raise your hand if you have an emotional mother. Let me see. Put them all together, you get mama.
Let me explain.
The speaker paused appropriately to give the audience a chance to laugh. Also, the speaker spoke very confident and have a nice manner. So this is the video.
But I still don't know what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm a dreamer, I'm a speaker, and I learned the unfailing quality of unconditional love from
Speech 2.
Speech 2. The speaker's presentation is very easy to understand, although the storytelling is a bit convoluted. This is the video.
So I started to pay close attention to the story behind my clients' expenses that may be hidden to them. One of my clients, a critical care nurse, was convinced that her personal budget was reasonable and expenses justifiable. She had struggled to build up her savings, and I noticed that she had minimal records of her expenses.
The speaker's storytelling is very confident and relaxed, twisting the story to make the viewer continue to listen. Please play the video.
Let me explain. It all started when someone told me, "You're obsessed with chocolate." And I was like, "What? No, I'm not." But then I wondered, could I be in denial about my own obsession? Was I actually spending a lot of money on chocolate but blind to it? Well, here was a chance for me to test this theory.
Visual aids. Speech 1. I see something. The speaker used a red rose to exempling from the true situation, and it's very meaningful. So this is the video that the speaker used a red rose exempling from the true situation.
Life were able to reach into the trash can and make me whole again. If it was up to me, I would have never been able to do that. And this is why if you have great people in your life, no matter how broke, how lost, or how broken you become, they can piece you back together. Ladies and gentlemen, when I look at you, I see something.
Speech 2. The speaker used props like calculator and books to show his career in accounting. This is the video.
I'm an accountant with a numbers problem. I mean, I'm good with numbers and using them to report what's happening, but I'm also concerned with the full story behind those numbers, the part that gets lost in translation, the part that numbers can't quite tell, the story that goes deeper than mere strategies for saving and earning money.
Physical gesture and eye contact. Speech 1. I see something. The speaker looks confident from the way he stands by having a posture. The speaker had an contact with the audience all the time. The speaker used the speech area. The speaker also used very special expression to express his story. So this is the video that have all the point.
That was my mama. Raise your hand if you have an emotional mother. Let me see. Put them all together, you get mama. I can hear her scream outside the police station. Even the cops were afraid.
Speech 2. The speaker looked confident and calm in storytelling. The speaker had an eye contact with the viewers when he always focused on camera. This is the video.
I believe we can all do this type of audit of our own financial behavior, and that we can learn surprising things about ourselves through tracking and charting our expenses. Here's how. Number 1, take a look at your bank statement for the last 6 months and categorize the expenses by type for a more holistic view. For example, your spending on shopping versus transport versus entertainment.
Okay, next slide.
And that was my mama.
Speech 1.
Vocal variety and language. Speech 1. I see something. The speaker used a
Number 2.
different intonation when he expressed his story. The speaker voice also was easy to hear. The speaker used an appropriate language to the audience. This is the video.
And that was my mama. Raise your hand if you have an emotional mother. Let me see. Put them.
Sorry.
3 types of tears. And that was my mama. Raise your hand if you have an emotional mother. Let me see. Put them all together, you get mama. I can hear her scream outside the police station. Even the cops were afraid.
The speaker used rule of 3 in his speech. This is the video.
3 types of tears. Tears of joy. Tears of sorrow. and tears of shame. And when a son sees a mother cry, tears of shame.
The speaker used a repetition in his speech. So this is the video that has repetition.
I was broken, and I've been broken, lost, and broke many times in my life. But the people in my life,
Speech 2.
Okay, vocal variety and language for speech 2. The speaker voice was easy to hear and understand. The speaker used English language perfectly without mistake when he talking. This is the video.
Number 2. When an expensive pattern emerges, see what that pattern says about yourself. Be curious and inquisitive. At first, it may not be that obvious, but by asking yourself what led you to make that choice in a given moment can provide some clues. Do you buy pizza every Wednesday night because that's when you're too tired to cook after a stressful weekly meeting?
That's all. Thank you.